Γεια σας, γεια σας. Hi, welcome.
Το πρώτο μου retreat ήταν εξαιρετικό. Σας το προτείνω να το δοκιμάσετε οπωσδήποτε τουλάχιστον μια φορά στη ζωή σας. Να κάνετε ένα retreat με τη Μαριέτα και με τη MYND.
Το κυριότερο ήταν οι στιγμές που μοιραστήκαμε μαζί.
Νομίζω ότι έβγαλε φτεράκι με έτοιμο να πετάξω.
Wow!
Μαγικές στιγμές, πολλά χρώματα.
Περιμένουμε να βγούμε όλοι.
Είναι τέλεια, τρομερή εμπειρία.
Φεύγω πλούσια από αυτό το retreat της MYND.
Περιμένω πώς και πώς να ξαναέρθω γιατί νιώθω τόσα πολλά πράγματα μέσα μου.
Ήταν καταπληκτικά, μοναδικά.
Πέρασα τέλεια και γενικά ένιωσα λες και σας ήξερα από πάντα.
Είναι υπέροχα. Ήρθε άλλος άνθρωπος, φεύγει άλλος άνθρωπος.
Θα φύγω με ηρεμία, με ξεκούραση, πιο διαφορετική, πιο γεμάτη.
Ήταν άγγιγμα ψυχής και το προτείνω σε όλους ανεπιφύλακτα γιατί η εμπειρία που μένει και η ζωή μας είναι εμπειρίες στην ουσία, είναι μοναδική.
Πολλές αναμνήσεις, πολλά τοπία, αγαπημένοι ανθρώποι γύρω μου. Ναι, ήταν για μένα μια μαγική εμπειρία.
Άπειρο motivation για επανεκκίνηση. Δεν υπάρχουν λόγια. Μακάρι να γίνουν και πολλά επόμενα.
Κάντε το, λέστε και μια φορά.
Το καταυχαριστηθήκαμε, θα το ξανακάνουμε σίγουρα.
Φεύγεις από εδώ τόσο γεμάτη, οι πόρτες ανοίγουν και το μυαλό ανοίγει και όλα ανοίγουν. Και πάμε στα επόμενα.
Ευχαριστώ την ομάδα της MYND.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Χίλια ευχαριστώ.
Πραγματικά ένιωσα μια αγκαλιά.
Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ γι' αυτό.
Γεια σας, γεια σας. Πείτε μου κι αν με ακούτε, αν είναι όλα ok. Αν θέλετε, ανοίξτε καμερίτσες να σας δω, να χαιρετηθούμε. Σιγά σιγά ξεκινάμε. Θα μπει κι άλλος κόσμος στην πορεία, λίγοι μπορεί να καθυστερήσουν, αλλά θα συνδεθούμε εμείς οι on time. Χαίρομαι που βλέπω όμορφες γνωστές φατσούλες που έχουμε ταξιδέψει παρέα και που θα ταξιδέψουμε και σε άλλα ταξίδια, αλλά σήμερα θα ταξιδέψουμε νοητικά με τη Βίκη μας. Θα το κάνουμε λίγο Greeklish και ελληνικά και αγγλικά, ένα μίξ. Μιλάτε όλοι ελληνικά τώρα, που είμαστε εδώ παρεούλα? Perfect. Και στην πορεία, επειδή μπορεί να μπει και κόσμος που μιλάει μόνο αγγλικά, θα το γυρίσουμε όπως και να έχει. Ωραία, λοιπόν, ξεκινάμε σιγά σιγά, αφού δώσαμε έτσι λίγο χρόνο. Κάποιοι μου έχουν πει ότι θα καθυστερήσουν, αλλά θα το κάνουμε και το recording, οπότε το βλέπουν και στην πορεία όλοι στο YouTube. Πάντα, να ξέρετε, τα ανεβάζουμε όλα τα community session. Γεια σου, Βίκη μου!
Γεια σας! Άννα, Ντέμπι, γεια σας! Γεια σου, δεν σε ξέρω, αλλά hello!
Hi, Vix!
Ναι.
Hello.
Χαίρομαι που σας βλέπω. Πώς είσαστε?
Καλά.
Κρύο εδώ. Στην Κύπρο μας κάνει πάρα πολύ.
Έχουμε από Κύπρο, Αθήνα. Ντέμπι, Κύπρο.
Ναι.
Εγώ Θεσσαλονίκη.
Θεσσαλονίκη.
Έχουμε από διάφορα μέρη. Λοιπόν, να ξεκινήσουμε σιγά σιγά. Θέλω να σας πω ότι πάντα με την Βίκη μου τα απολαμβάνουμε πολύ τα community session και έτσι συνήθως και πριν τα retreat μας κάνουμε ένα community session. Σίγουρα θα κάνουμε και κάποιο ακόμα, γιατί πάντα μας ζητάνε και δεύτερο και τρίτο θέμα να συζητήσουμε. Σήμερα έχουμε ένα πολύ ωραίο θέμα για το belief system. πώς έχουν δημιουργηθεί αυτά τα beliefs, άμα είναι δικά μας, άμα είναι άλλων, άμα τα έχουμε πάρει και τα έχουμε φορέσει, τις πεποιθήσεις μας. Αν ξέρουμε ποια είναι τα δικά μας τα beliefs και ξέρουμε τι πραγματικά θέλουμε σαν έτσι, δικές μας πεποιθήσεις, θα τα πούμε όλα πιο αναλυτικά με τη Βίκη μου. Έχουμε κάνει πολλά πετυχημένα retreat, corporate retreat ταξιδεύοντας τον κόσμο. Κάποτε είχαμε γνωριστεί στις Σεϊχέλες και από τότε ήταν έρωτας με την πρώτη ματιά με τη Βίκη και έχουμε κάνει πολλά όμορφα έτσι, και μονοήμερα και πολυήμερα ταξίδια παρέα. Ήταν και δικιά μου coach και την πάρα πολύ και την εκτιμώ βαθιά. Και μεγαλώνουμε μαζί από τους πιο υποστηρικτικούς ανθρώπους σε ό,τι κάνω και ό,τι τρελή ιδέα έχω την αγκαλιάζει και έρχεται έτσι μαζί μου στην πορεία. Και σήμερα θα συζητήσουμε ένα από τα θέματα που μας έχετε ζητήσει πολλές φορές εσείς οι ίδιοι και θέλετε να το συζητήσουμε. Μπαίνει τώρα κι άλλος κόσμος, Βίκη μου, σιγά σιγά έρχονται. Και γεια σας και όσοι ήρθατε τώρα. Ένα από τα πιο σημαντικά θέματα είναι το ποια πραγματικά είμαι, τι πραγματικά θέλω, πώς πραγματικά έχει στηθεί όλο αυτό το belief system που μέσα από αυτό λειτουργώ, συμπεριφέρομαι, ζω. Οπότε θα ξετυλίξουμε αυτό το κουβάρι σήμερα. Είπαμε θα το κάνουμε και Greeklish. Βίκη μου, όπως θες, εγώ ούτως ή άλλως αυτό το αγαπώ. Άλλωστε, πολλοί όροι πρέπει να υποθούν στα αγγλικά. Στα ελληνικά είναι ακόμα πιο δύσκολο να το εξηγήσουμε κάποιες φορές. Αλλά από ό,τι βλέπω εδώ προς το παρόν μιλάμε όλοι ελληνικά, νομίζω. Αν κάποιος δεν μιλάει καθόλου ελληνικά, να μας γράψει στο chat και θα είναι αυτόματα όλα στα αγγλικά. Και ό,τι απορία έχετε, ό,τι σκέψη, επειδή πάντα τα community session, ειδικά με τη Βίκη, είναι πολύ προσωποποιημένα, γίνονται για εσάς, με σκοπό να σας φροντίσουμε, ελεύθερα γράψτε ό,τι θέλετε, ρωτήστε ό,τι θέλετε. Εγώ θα το λέω στη Βίκη όσο μιλάει, θα τη διακόψω, αν κάποιος στείλει κάτι να το διαβάσουμε. Αλλά εκμεταλλευτείτε αυτό που συμβαίνει εδώ, είναι ένας κλειστός κύκλος. Φέρτε ό,τι σας προβληματίζει, είμαστε εδώ για εσάς. Σίγουρα όσοι έχετε έρθει στα retreat μαζί μας, το έχετε ζήσει με τη Βίκη και εδώ που θα έρθετε και στο Μαρόκο μαζί που έχουμε με τη Βίκη το Μάρτιο, ένα υπέροχο retreat. Θα την έχετε και από κοντά όλη μέρα. Τώρα όμως που είναι μαζί μας εδώ για αυτή την ώρα, προτείνω να ανοίξετε κάμερες, να γράψετε ό,τι θέλετε ελεύθερα. Είμαστε εδώ για εσάς και είμαστε εδώ για να φυτέψουμε αυτά τα ωραία σποράκια, να ανθίσουν και να είμαστε οι εαυτοί μας ελεύθεροι, αληθινοί και να ζούμε μια πραγματικότητα δική μας και όχι αλλωνών. And with all that said, Vicky μου, the mic and the stage is yours.
Ναι. Καλησπέρα σε όλους. I will be speaking Greeklish because I think we can all understand. If there's somebody or anything that you do not understand, please just message. Marietta will see it and let me know. I do highly recommend that you take a couple of notes because I will be giving some really good tips for 2026 since we're at the end of 2025 and we're wanting to let go. We're wanting to just bring in the new, okay? So, and that's what we're here to connect and be able to share and just really offer what it is that you're wanting to bring into 2026. In saying that, I want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to bring forward today, and that is beliefs. Beliefs είναι στα ελληνικά οι πεποιθήσεις. Οι πεποιθήσεις μας είναι αυτά. It's what we are creating. It's the reality, basically, that we're living right now. They come from our beliefs. Yes, it's what we're experiencing right now because what we mirror, what we have inside, that's what we're mirroring out in the outside world. So, for example, if I believe that life is crap, life is going to be crap. If I believe money is difficult to come, money is going to be difficult to come. That money only grows on trees, then that's what I'm going to be believing, right? So it's time to actually question yourselves by saying, where does that belief come from? Because it's a subconscious thing. So I just want to make it clear, what is the subconscious? The subconscious is like a little computer at the back where we store all the information, and there's so much there, okay? And we're actually projecting from that, and we don't even realize stuff that we've been told, messages that we've had from society, teachers, parents, and on it goes. So today we're going to be questioning some beliefs, a belief, and I highly invite you to start writing as we speak, okay? And if there's anything that's coming up in your mind as I say this, okay, it could be a belief, for example, that's not serving you. Something negative, okay? Let's work on it in that way. A trigger that would help you understand even deeper a belief that's not serving you. So something that triggers you, okay? So if you want to just jot that down, put it in your notes, and just, you know, it could be anything. I am scared to travel, or I feel money doesn't come easily to me, or anything that just kind of pops up in terms of a trigger or a belief, as I said, that's not serving you.
And Vicky, if anyone wants to share a belief like, I believe that I need to work hard, let's say, to succeed, because success comes only if I work hard, let's say, for example, you can also share it in the group chat, and we can also discuss it more with Vicky. So if you feel that you have a strong trigger or a strong belief that you want to share, please do, and we can also include your beliefs to what Vicky is exploring and explaining. And as I said, εκμεταλλευτείτε μας in a good way.
I love that, Marietta. And we can actually, if someone wants to share that, they can just open their mic and just be really honest and authentic with themselves. And this is a place where we can be vulnerable and open, because you know what? As soon as you say your story, everybody else is going to relate to that. Everybody's going to say, oh, yes, that does come up for me probably as well. Okay, because we're all pretty much walking a very similar path, just in different ways. Okay, so does anyone want to share anything that's coming up for them, a belief that they feel is not serving them, a belief that you don't want to take into 2026 with you, or something that you...
Hello.
Yep.
Hello. My name is Rafael. Let me open my camera.
Hi, Rafael.
Hi.
Darling.
Hi.
My Rafael. Thank you for joining.
Missed you.
Missed you too, darling.
Well, then, let me just start with my belief. I think I got too comfortable in my comfort zone, and that doesn't serve me, as it won't open any doors for me in my successful future. So I have decided to start solo traveling next year by myself, to see people, to see cultures, to see everything that's out there that I can't see in my comfort zone.
I love that. Stretching out. You go. Yes.
Rafael, I'm waiting you to Morocco with Vicky. To stretch the limit together.
I'll put it on my bucket list. Thanks.
Yes. So what does your comfort zone look like at the moment?
Staying, keeping stuff to myself, being in spaces that I feel safe, and afraid to explore the unknown on my own, if that makes sense.
But you've been courageous enough to open your camera and be the first one to share. So I just want to congratulate you for that. And I see you. Okay, so stepping into that, you've just done that. You've just broken a belief. Just from the fact minutes with opening your camera. So yeah, I see you. Okay, great. So yeah, stepping out of your comfort zone. So that would look like you traveling more. Have you traveled?
I only traveled with a friend of mine in Italy, first time without my family. I I can't say that I didn't enjoy it, but it was an okay trip. I think I'll do better on my own to let out everything that's been holding me back and open up to people and meet and whatever comes with it. So
Okay. So Morocco could be a very good opening for you, where we can hold you in a space where you do feel safe to be able to explore and stretch out even further.
right. So I thought about it, and I think it's better for me to start off easily. So I want to start with Greece, islands of Greece, and because we speak the same language, and it will be more like familiar to me.
More home. Yeah. Okay,
And
love.
then I can explore any other continents.
Great. I love that. And you're doing your coaching as well. So that's really, really important that you're coachable and that you're wanting to stretch out and start trying, even with the language that's going to be familiar, because that's going to bring a lot of safetiness into your nervous system. And therefore, it's going to help you want to explore even more.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why I recommended you come with us, because it was just the safetiness that I'm after. But if that's going to help you with the language in Greece, then that's a really good way to do it as well. Thank you for sharing, Raphael. I'm hoping.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to stretch out more, and putting action steps is very, very important. So when would you like to do Greece? Let's put that action step forward. What looks doable for you? Manageable? What year would you want to go?
I want to start off by Rhodes first because it's closer to Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
Rhodes Island, yes.
And when would you want to go?
I think March or April or even on my birthday. I don't know. I'll see. Sorry?
When is your birthday?
16th of May.
Okay, lovely. So by the 16th of May, Raphael is going to be in Rhodes and he's going to send us a selfie and we're going to see that. Okay?
Stay tuned.
Great, you. Take that action step forward, Raphael.
I will. Thank you.
Changing that belief. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Is there anybody else that wants to share a belief that's limited and that they're wanting to change for 2026? Antonia. Hello, Antonia Moore.
Hi, just opened my mic.
Excellent.
I would want to say that I have a similar I wouldn't call it a difficulty, but I have the same concern like Raphael does, so I can relate to him. I do have an issue opening up to people that I don't know, and I'm always in my comfort zone. I don't travel by myself. I never even wanted to study abroad because of this reason, because I'm scared of the unknown. I have a fear of the unknown.
Yes.
And I don't know how to overcome this. I'm 25 in 2 months.
Yeah.
And I still feel like I'm still a kid. I don't know, living with my parents, not being able to do the first step to move out, not being able to live by myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like people my age, like all my ex-classmates have already left their homes, live alone, traveled, and began their life, in other words.
Let me just start with that and then I'll go backwards, okay? Because I just really let you know that they could be facing other challenges, okay? Because everybody has their own. Their own and different challenges. Okay.
100%.
And yeah, and comparing ourselves is always going to steal our happiness. So let's just focus on your steps forward, okay? And I just want to congratulate you that you've actually even opened up now. So I love the fact that even Raphael and Antonia, yet they have the fear of opening up. They have been so brave of showing up in this conversation tonight and being the first ones.
Thank you.
Yes. And I want you to give yourselves a pat on the back when this call's finished and really congratulate yourself, because we get so hard on ourselves at times. We're like, when's the next? When's the next thing I need to accomplish? And we don't look back and have a look at, yes, I got onto that call and I was the first and second to speak up and talk about my fears. That takes strength, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, even before I get into the beliefs, I just want to let you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that we cannot feel the fear and do things? Who said that I wasn't shit scared to get on the plane and go to America and do my master's on my own? Who said I didn't feel guilty? Who said I didn't feel the heaviness of leaving my kids and feeling that full fear in my heart and stomach? Who said I was crying all the way? But did I do it? Yes. Did it stop me? No. So we can still do things and feel the fear. There's actually feel the fear and do it anyway. Okay, so I just really want to put that out there because that's really, really important. Everyone has different fears, but it's about taking those baby steps forward and being able to be in a community like this, in a group like this, where we can hold each other, feel safe, and know that nothing is wrong with me, because nothing's wrong with you. Everybody has their different challenges in life.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do bring with me and Marietta, as a matter of fact, we bring a lot of the word safe. That is my number one priority, to make sure that the group is feeling safe. And I can reassure you that that will be happening in our retreat. This is very, very important because we do soul work. And when you do soul work, be 100% sure that we're there to in a safe container.
Thank you.
Yes. So what I want you to write down is that belief of just saying, where does this come from? Where does this belief of fear, of stretching out of my comfort zone come from? And just try and be really true with yourselves. Try and go a little bit back and see where that originated from. Could that be somebody else's fears that have been passed on to you? So it's time to question those and say, is this really true for me? Is this mine? Okay, because that's a big opening. Who does this belong to? And with that, then I'm able to change that belief slowly, slowly by taking the action steps forward, doing something in fear, but also starting to affirm different beliefs, like I can do things and still feel the fear. That could be something that you keep saying to yourself 20 times a day, using mirror work, looking in the mirror and really using the mirror when you brush your teeth. Do your teeth, keep saying it. I can feel the fear. Get in the car and drive to Napa. I don't know, whatever you feel fearful with. Okay, start with the small, okay, before we go to the big. It could be people are scared to get in the lift, right? So we don't put them in the lift and take them on the 4th floor. But we do take you can't hear half of what, okay? Do I need to slow down?
Vicky, the connection is good because I believe we are okay. Is anyone having a problem hearing Vicky? No. So maybe Anastasia, it's your connection. Try, if you want, try to close your camera. Sometimes if you have only the voice is better. Maybe close your camera and keep only the sound. I believe it's gonna help. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Anastasia. Hi, Anastasia. More, thank you for joining.
Or if you want join again, you can close and enter again the call. Maybe this will help.
Yeah. So as I was saying, when we're wanting to step forward into our fears, for example, if someone's scared to take the lift, we will start off by going to the first floor, right? Not to the fourth. We're going to feel the fear and we're going to get support in doing that. So maybe we can go with a friend to the first floor. We keep doing that, right? And then after 4 or 5 times, we start doing that alone, just to the first floor. Okay. Of course, with conscious breathing that I will be teaching. And I teach it a lot in my sessions and in our retreats with Marietta. Breathing is our anchor. Breathing is A to Z. Because what happens is when you're in fear, you're in survival. Your nervous system is kind of shut down. And what happens is the breath kind of blocks, right? So that doesn't help. So the breath is a big tool that we can use so we can start regulating the nervous system so it feels safe. Because what does regulation mean? Regulation means safe, right? So using the breath, I bring my body into I am safe, then I press the button and I go to first floor. I can still feel the fear while I'm doing it, it's okay. And once the door opens, I literally say, yes, I did it. And the reason why we do this is we're recalibrating the nervous system and we're showing our nervous system that I've got this, it's safe. This is somatic work, right? Because it's not only about talking. We don't only have a head, we have a body with nerves and we have a nervous system. And we need to teach it that it's safe because all these years you've been contracted into fear, right? Imagine you're driving and you're scared, or you're in the lift and you're scared, as I said, you're contracted. So the minute the doors open, or I've driven all the way on the highway and I've made it, and I've finally in my destination, I'm like, oh my God, I made this. You need to really celebrate that. Okay, so that's another way of there's a lot of different ways of breaking a belief. But I love how you're aware of what you're wanting to bring in 2026. Guys, I had a lot of fears. A lot of fears. My parents, they would always be putting fear on me because it was their way to protect me. I grew up in Australia. We were burgled twice in the house. Okay, I went to study and I'd be looking behind me because I thought someone would always be behind me because my mum would always say, don't be out at night, be careful, be careful. So the belief I had is that the world is not safe. But the world is safe. It is safe. It's not only bad people, right? There's good people too. And if I believe there's bad people, I'll be attracting the bad people. If I believe there's good people, I'll be attracting the good people because I do. I know. I live it. I'm a living example. So that's how deep, that's what I said in the beginning of this session. We mirror what we feel inside. We're an energy. So if I feel safe and if I feel everything's going to be all right, if I feel I attract money, then I will because that's the energy. I'm in that frequency, right? It's like a radio station. I'm putting radio DJ. That's what I'm going to hear. That's what I'm giving out. That's what I'm getting back. That's what I'm tuned into. So we need to tune into positive vibrations, right? So the belief system is time to really question what it is that you're wanting to change. Where does it come from? Where did I get this belief from? Is this really mine? Is this true? Is the question. Is this true? Right? And now that you bring out the new belief, what you want to get. What am I wanting to get? I want money. Yes, I deserve money. I'm a money magnet. Okay, that's the affirmation I would put. For example, Antonia, I am willing to stretch out of my comfort zone. All you need to do is be willing. Just be willing. Okay, if it feels like a big step, we use the word willing. I'm willing to stretch out of my comfort zone. Raphael, that one is for you as well. Okay, and that's the new affirmation I want you to keep doing. As I said, using the mirror work is a fantastic way of breaking beliefs. Using the toothbrush, I brush my teeth, I keep saying it, then I change my hand because I'm giving the same messages to the different side of the brain. So all this information is coming into my brain, this new belief. I keep saying it, I keep saying it, I keep saying it until it becomes my reality. And in saying that, I take action steps that support what I'm saying. As I gave that example, it could be the first floor to the lift. It could be the highway. It could be a retreat with me because I'm familiar, right? A retreat with Marietta because she's familiar. Yes, this is the way we do it. I was scared of going to Seychelles the first time on the other side of the world to go and see Marietta, to go and participate in Marietta's retreat. Did it stop me? No, I felt the fear. I did it anyway. And you know what? I had a ball. And ever since, I've stretched out, I've grown. I travel so much more. I've done retreats with Marietta. I'm leading retreats with Marietta. So do not be surprised as to when you face your fears, the magic that the universe will give you back. Of course, after the celebration, as I said. So we're recalibrating the nervous system to make it feel safe that I've got this and it's okay to stretch out. Any questions? Is there anyone else that wants to share?
Vicky, we have a belief in the chat from Anna. She wrote, the belief that I should not mess into conflicts with others and be tolerant of others' views and opinions.
So what's the question? How to tolerate?
Yeah, actually not to mess with all these things.
Can you just repeat the question again for me, please? Maybe να μου το πει και στα ελληνικά.
Ναι, or Anna, if you want to share it, you can also open the mic. Καλύτερα, να το πούμε
δεν
έτσι.
κατάλαβα πολύ καλά την ερώτηση. Άννα, μπορείς να μου την πεις και στα ελληνικά, σε παρακαλώ.
Ναι, Βίκη μου, τι κάνετε? Καλησπέρα.
Καλησπέρα, αγάπη μου.
Στην ουσία είναι το avoid being into fight and trouble and talks with others. Να μην μπαίνεις δηλαδή σε conflict για να μην έρχεσαι σε αντιπαράθεση, ας το πούμε.
Yes. Oh my God, a hot topic. Thank you for bringing that up. That is such a hot topic, the avoidance. Because when
you learn to stay quiet.
Right. And you know what happens? Θα το βρεις παρακάτω. Πιο δυνατά. Πιο δυνατά και θα σου το ξαναέρθει. So the ideal is having balance into this, right? So we don't stay quiet and we're not really loud and bitchy and whatever it is because we're sensitive and that may bring guilt, right? But staying true to ourselves is so very important. Have you heard the quote, Anamo? Speak your truth, even if your voice trembles. I love that quote. One of my favorites. So what have you been usually doing? Avoiding? Yeah. Okay, so it's what I said. I want you to remember that when we avoid, θα το βρούμε παρακάτω. We will find it further down. Okay, and as I said, it will be louder, it will be thicker, it will be with a lot more weight. Okay, because the universe will send you that because this is part of your life lesson. Okay, avoidance, as a matter of fact, is a trauma response. I want you to know where it originates from. It's something that it's like an armor that we found. It helped us at a younger age. I'm just going to be quiet and keep the peace. But are you really keeping the peace within, Anna, is the question. Because we usually don't. Doesn't
No.
Right? That just, and builds into sometimes resentment as well within ourselves, and that's not good for the body. So I want you just to know that speaking your truth is very, very important. And I'd rather go the other way than shut up. If I was to choose personally me, that's the way I would go. Because I don't want to internalize any more pain, because that will turn into pain for me anyway. So avoidance is definitely something that you need to understand. Από κάπου το πήρες. It's like a belief. It is a belief, right? If I be quiet, then I'm okay. And it worked for you. It worked for you when you were younger. Yes, it did. And we want to thank it. We don't want to hate it. That's what helped you survive. But the question is it helping me now to survive? Because you're not in your truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know that now because you're entering more of your higher self. That was the traumatized little girl that knew how to avoid, because that helped her then. But Anna's grown up. So we want to support your higher self by speaking your truth.
Thank you, Vicky.
Does that help?
Yes.
Yes, lovely. Thank you. Anastasia had a question, I think. Something.
If we have time, I can share as well.
Yes.
We have time?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
For part
joining.
Sorry. Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. One of the beliefs, I guess, that came up is, even though I'm using a lot of, what I've learned as a coach and facilitator privately or in my industry of work, I'm not necessarily visible about it. I keep it very private, literally to my direct work environment and to more private clients or closed environments. And I'm not very out there with it. And when you mention what's a belief, I think it's still that I feel that what I have to say doesn't matter. So it's almost like a visibility blockage. And that isn't safe because, the programming of I'm too much, I'm too spiritual, I'm crazy, there's a lot of connotations. And so that still comes up. So your message on feeling the fear and doing it anyways is very pertinent. And it's interesting when we all share for different reasons, that message does tend to mean different things and be medicine for everyone in different contexts. So thank you for bringing that up. But that's what came up for me in that question, is the visibility.
Thank you for sharing. So what would be the opposite of visibility for you? What does that look like, and how does that look like for you?
Well, now I'm not visible. So the opposite would be to be visible, to be comfortable with the visibility of it and talking about my work and being public about my work.
How does that feel in your body when you say that, Anastasia?
It's stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful. But I'm finding it still there, even though I've recently taken the steps to be a lot more vocal about it. But it still feels stressful in the body.
Yeah.
But on a private, in my day-to-day, or when you're I'm good, but as soon as I go to be public about it, I get very scared.
So how about if you were to take, for example, some action steps forward because I know that that's not true, right? Deep down inside, but yet you've got that. Yeah. I know that we will break that down quickly. So my next question to you would be, what would it feel like if you don't go massively public and just go maybe start doing it maybe in smaller groups and announcing that you do what you do?
Yeah.
How does that feel when the group's smaller?
It's a lot more comfortable for me. And I feel like not sharing with friends or family helps me act more because I can incubate myself. It feels.
I love that.
Yeah.
Stay with that for a moment. How about if you were to delete everybody? Because this is what I did in the beginning with my coaching. People felt were going to be judgmental and not get it. Just get rid of them.
I've created a completely separate account. I'm just completely separating it. And a part of me is when I feel confident enough, once I'm I have no problem maybe talking about it, but I've completely separated it. So it's not visible to anyone that doesn't care to know.
Okay, so how about the next step then would be to start doing really short videos?
Yeah, I know. That's what's stressing me out right now.
That's what stressed me out. And it doesn't mean I still don't feel the stress when I do it. But, you know, I start having the attitude of it is what it is, right? And it doesn't matter. You just need to keep popping them up. And who cares? In a year, you can go back and delete them if you don't like them anymore. But practice is what's going to get you there, and consistency.
Yeah.
You got to feel the fear and do it anyway. And I'm glad that resonated, because
that resonated big time.
Yeah, that's the work that you need to do, is you need to face the fear. And I think every single coach feels that. You're not alone. You're definitely not alone with this one, because I speak to a lot of coaches with the videos and all of that, and every single coach feels that. And, you know, you'll find that moment where, yeah, whatever, I'm just going to do this, and just throw it on and just have the attitude of it is what it is. I'm going to feel the fear and do this anyway.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
no, it's very resonant.
If you want to send me your first video, you can do that, and I'll
I will.
Yeah? Can we do that action step forward?
Sure.
How long do you need to do that?
I'm supposed to be doing this week. Like I've taken steps actively to not hide. So I hired a business mentor, and she was very like on a schedule, and she's like, I don't care how scared you are or how shit you think something is, like you're going to do it anyways. So I'm actively on a very edge, like I'm at an edge all the time, but it's a good thing. We're stretching, we're learning. It's a good edge. So week I can give it to you.
So I'm loving this. So can you send me the video as well so I can have a look?
Absolutely.
What is it when I say that to you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
It feels safe because I'm held in a receptive environment. That's why it feels safer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's the way it goes. You can send it off to someone that's safe and then put it on and start feeling a little bit unsafe. And with some people you do feel safe, and with others you don't feel safe. It's okay. You kind of get used to it, and it's a stretching thing, as you said. There'll be an edge every time, but that doesn't mean I won't stretch every time as well with it. Does that make sense? Absolutely. So thank you for sharing that, Anastasia. I'll be waiting for that video. Would that be over Christmas?
Oh, before that. I'm
waiting for that video then, before Christmas.
Yes, you've got it, Vicky. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Anastasia. Anyone else wanting to share? I don't know how much time we have left, but if there's anyone else that wants to share any of their beliefs, anything they're wanting to change into 2026, it's a bit like a vision board thing that's more alive here for us that we're wanting to bring forward.
Vicky, if you want, you can move forward, and if somebody writes something, I can inform you.
With the beliefs, I mean, that's really what I have to say. The somatic work with beliefs are very, very important. It's what I said before, right? That's why talk therapy alone does not work anymore, right? Just that alone. And I'm talking about from my experience, okay? And from many others that I see in my office on a daily basis, right? This is why a lot of people do come, because they see that the somatic work does miracles, okay? So it's what I just said with Anastasia. If you don't literally pick up the camera, feel the fear, talk, do it, right? And then celebrate that, then that's where the magic happens. And I just want to say something else about the affirmations, because affirmations are really, really important. So even before a talk, even before a presentation, even before anything, right? When we're feeling, even athletes, if you want to even talk about athletes, this is something my husband does, okay, in his sports. His belief is very, very important that he's putting out there before the game, before the presentation, before we're about to do anything. So it's the same thing with waking up in the morning, whatever it is that we're wanting to do in the day, getting up and speaking in that mirror and really affirming what it is that you're wanting to bring forward. Okay. And I can actually help you with some affirmations if you're wanting those right now. That's going to help you with changing that belief. So for example, with Raphael and Antonia, I would work a lot with the I am safe. Those are really powerful words. Anything we put after the I am, oh my God, there's so much power in that. I am safe. Anastasia, I'll be working a lot on I accept myself unconditionally. I love and approve of myself. Anna, I will speak. I will talk my truth, even if my voice trembles. I'm done with avoidance. Okay, remember, avoiding others is avoiding you as well. Okay, so really affirming that I choose to speak my truth at all times. That's a beautiful affirmation, actually. I choose to speak my truth at all times. Anyone else with any other affirmations? I'm here to help you with that. Mariette's showing us her affirmations on her phone.
Yeah, from our session together, it's I'm healing, I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm safe.
Yes, I love the three.
My phone.
Yes. I saw, is Karen here tonight? Karen, I saw her pop on. Did she leave? We were talking about the 3 H's yesterday. So the 3 H's are really important. I am healthy, I am happy, I am healing. Those are amazing words to speak to yourself as soon as you wake up, and I am safe, of course. They're beautiful affirmations. But you know what? I've got clients that tell me, you know what, Vicky, these affirmations are not working. And Louise Hay actually used to say that as well about a couple of her clients. And the reason being is because you do not believe that they are true for you. We want to keep saying them until they become true for ourselves. That's why I believe a lot in mirror work. That's why I talked about the toothbrush, right? And I want you to start walking in life with these affirmations. How does my body look like when I say I am safe? How does it feel like when I say I'm a money magnet? I'm a money magnet means I attract. So I've got an open heart and I allow to receive. So I walk in life in that way. How does my walk look like when I am safe? Do I walk and I'm more grounded and I'm really stepping on earth? Grounded? Is this, you know, like the earth is kind of supporting me in these ways, the way I'm walking? So, you know, it's about somatically putting that into work with the affirmations as well, so that they become an energy. They all become one within our system. So we start convincing our system that this is true for ourselves. Because if I'm used to always saying subconsciously, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough to do this, I'm not good enough to do this, I'm not good enough to do this, then that's become a belief and that's become an energy. So I need to go back to that and change that belief and start saying, I am good enough, I am good enough, I am, until I keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. It has no other way but my system to believe that it's true for myself. So it's like going to the gym and wanting really good arms, right? So I get the good arms. Do I stop and still have good arms? No, I continue, right? To have the good arms and maintain the arms. Maintain those fit arms. So the soul is the same. The mindset's the same. It's mind, body, and soul, right? So we need to keep working that. We don't just do one affirmation or 2 a day and then just give up. We need to keep working it. I've got affirmations everywhere. They're on my mirror. My husband's got his. I've even got my little boy's some now. They're everywhere. And I can do this. I can do difficult things. And you know what? He's doing really difficult things this year. Last year, he was falling back at school so much. And I invested in this part. This year, the president of his class. That's the magic that this work does. Keep insisting with the way you speak to yourself. It matters so, so much. It matters so much. Speak to yourself like you speak to someone that you love. I am good enough. I accept myself. I am safe. I'm willing to stretch out of my comfort zone. I've got this. I can do difficult things, right? This is all the stuff that we need to keep talking to, all the time, all the time. I remember when I started doing this work, because as a little girl, as I said, I wasn't feeling very safe in Australia. And I was carrying that and I became a very unsafe person, right? And I had to keep doing the I am safe. I still do it. It's right here on my computer. Look. I am safe. It's right there. Because I am. And I really believe I am, right? But that took so much work. And I remember I used to, whenever I would press a button, I would do it in that way. I am safe. Whenever I'd press a button, I am safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Became a song, a mantra, until it became my new belief. So I highly encourage you to never give up on your affirmations until they have no choice but to become true for yourselves. That's the way we do it. But you need to really believe in it as well. Your body, as I said, and energy. And of course, clear out the triggers, clean out the trauma, find out where they came from, question them, take them to a coach. Okay, do that inner work. The inner work is what's going to clear up the stuff as well. And therefore, the affirmations will sit a lot better as well.
Maria, you had a question?
Hi everyone.
Yes. Hi Maria, how are you, darling? Hello from Lanaka.
It's amazing how I can see you guys again, and
and see us in Morocco too.
There's more. I'm looking forward to the Morocco trip.
Yes, I can.
I must what's the word? Confess that my trip with you guys to the Seychelles was amazing, and I picked up on the therapy we did with Vicky. Amazing. It's helped me to one extent in my life, and I believe that I've still got more to learn. But what made a difference ever since I've come back, I had a belief that I wasn't worthy of many things. And I realized that I am worthy because I grew up in Australia. I was bullied. I grew up in an unsafe environment. My parents divorced. I grew up with a stepmother. So I have got lots of childhood traumas, which I've put to the side. I feel that I've done the healing. I've still got some healing to do. And I believe Vicky will do more when we get together. But I believe that I am worthy of more trips.
Yes, I love that.
Because that was amazing. And then when I saw that there was another trip, and I'm saying, yeah, why not? That was just the start.
Yes, I love that. See how the belief, as soon as it changes, what happens, guys?
Yes, and it's amazing feeling. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I do feel the trust because the group we grew together as a family. I feel like I do have a family. As I said before, I'm with like-minded people that want to, that are επενδύουν πάνω τους. How do you say that in English? Investing
Yes.
in themselves. Yes, we're all growing, evolving, and that's the only type of people I want in my life. Από εδώ και πέρα, from now on. No more toxic people. Μακριά. Yes. And yeah, we choose what we want in our life and who we want in our life, πλέον. And I'm happy that I can choose. And it's healthy to say no. We learned about the boundaries. The boundaries, they've helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
one
that's
of the forms of love, that's right.
Yeah. So now with the belief system, okay, I do still have some beliefs, but I'm choosing what to believe now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Belief system is a bit, deep. We did touch it today, guys, but we will be going a lot deeper, of course, when we will work, if we are going to work together, especially if you're coming to Morocco, because it's the pattern that we're kind of used to, and it's so deep ingrained in us, in our subconscious, that we tend to do stuff and we don't even realize that we're doing them. That's how big beliefs can be. So that's why you do need support in it. You do need to understand them. You do need support into it to be able to change that pattern. Because you may understand it here, but you may find, and you've joined all the dots. You're like, oh my God, I know where it's coming from now. But then you find yourself that you're still doing them, the same stuff, right? And
that's
this has happened
true.
to me. Yeah, that's happened to me many times as well. So that's why you need somebody that's going to keep you accountable. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what we do in these groups. And that's why we share, we do couple things, we do a whole group thing. There's a lot of different exercises, and people that have worked with me know how I work. Maria, Anna, you've seen how I've worked. So in a group, I know there's other people here too that I'm coaching, but groups work differently. There's a different dynamic in them. And above all, the sisterhood thing is just an amazing thing. It's what Maria said. We go as strangers and we leave as a family, and that's just amazing, and that's what this work does.
Maria, thank you so much for sharing all this. This is Maria was with us in the previous retreat with Vicky in Seychelles, and I'm so proud of you because you've done all this hard work in Seychelles, and by the end of the trip, you bought an amazing gift to yourself. You remember in the airport, and we were celebrating you, everybody. Yeah. We celebrated that together because you're worth having this gift to yourself. And I'm so proud that I see people changing their lives, Vicky, after a retreat, because if Maria was here before the retreat, we would have tons of beliefs now to solve and discuss. And I can see the difference from the day one till now. And I'm so proud. And I want to say accountability is something everybody needs to change. You are not alone, and you don't have to be alone. We need to start asking for help, and we need to start feeling that the hands are there to support. And this is happening only in the circles. And I'm about to cry because I know, and people that was with us in Seychelles, they know why I'm about to cry now, because if you experience the dynamic of the circle, if you experience the support of the strangers, the help with their hands in your back during the time that you're sharing your truth, your darkest thoughts, everything, if you see strangers supporting you in a circle, then you have the feeling of safety everywhere, because we are waiting for support from our family, our boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, and sometimes, or maybe most of the times, we are not having the support from these people. But if you feel it from strangers, it's something that swifts inside you, and you start believing, as you said, Maria, to a new world, to new people, to new circles, to love. And this is what we do in the retreats. We are like-minded people coming together because we are coming together in a retreat for the same reason. If you didn't have the same mindset with me, you will be somewhere with your friends traveling to Paris and eating croissant, but you're choosing a retreat. So you're choosing a retreat, and the reason you're choosing the retreat is the same with the person next to you. And this circle stays alive. We are the proof. We had a reunion in Cyprus. Now we are having a reunion again to Athens. I've seen people getting married from retreats, being best friends. Na γίνονται κουμπάρι. I baptized one of my clients with the instructor of the retreats. The client asked me to baptize her. So this is what is happening when like-minded people coming together. So find circles, ask for help, find coaches. This is the only way to change, with help, not alone. You're never alone when you feel the safety of the group and the coach being there. So, Maria, thank you so much for sharing. It means a lot to me and to Vicky, seeing you, that you've changed so much from Seychelles. And I can't wait after Morocco, what will happen. Vicky, I've seen a hand. I don't know, it was Apostolia. I don't know if she still wants to ask or share something. I don't know if she's still with us. Maybe she left. But Vicky, I don't know if you want to share something as we slowly moving to the end.
Yes, I just want to say, witnessing you guys, especially in a group like Seychelles, for example, I don't have words. I really don't have words to express the love and the happiness that I feel in my heart, because witnessing your growth is the biggest gift for me, and witnessing you, the change that I've seen. And in saying that, Maria, I saw you coming as a different person and leaving as another person. So witnessing that is just amazing. And it's what Marietta said. I just want to go back to that for a moment quickly. When you feel held and safe from people that you don't know, that's how you build the trust as well in new people, in life, and in the world. It's an expansion, it extends, it's as what Marietta said. And this is very, very important. And this is what we aim to build in these type of communities, in these retreats. Okay, because this is very important. We're not just an hour together, guys. It's a 12, 13-hour thing every single day. So we wake up and we're still in that mindset. We're still in that somatic experience that we just had the day before. Because it's not only in that circle that we have in the morning expands throughout the whole day. That love shifts in every single moment. And I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying, Maria and Anna. Right? It just spreads in every single area that we're touching throughout the day, because we cry, we laugh, we experience all different deep and meaningful emotions, right? There's no
Can I say something, please?
Yes.
I haven't felt this feeling with I have a family, okay? I have family, but say strangers that I haven't spoken to before, I felt like I've known them one life. I've known them for years. Like Anna, I feel like μόνο που βλέπω το πρόσωπο της με συγκινεί.
Nah. Anna's not that. Anna is a powerhouse.
Yes.
Love you, Μαρία μου. Σ' αγαπώ πάρα πολύ και θέλω να πω και στα καινούρια παιδιά που θα ακολουθήσουν.
Το νιώθω πραγματικά όμως. Δεν είναι απλά λόγια.
Θα δούνε και τα καινούρια παιδιά που θα μπουν στην παρέα του Mind Retreats, ότι θα κάνουν πολύ ωραίες φιλίες, πολύ ωραίες συνδέσεις, πολύ ωραίες κουβέντες, θα δεθούν, θα το δουν να γίνεται αυτό. Συμβαίνει αυτό. Εμείς το βιώσαμε.
Το βιώσαμε.
Και το βιώσαμε πάρα πολύ όμορφα. Και δεθήκαμε και συνεχίζουμε και έχουμε επαφές και θα περάσουμε πολύ ωραία.
Θα τα πούμε, Άννα, την Παρασκευή έρχομαι.
Χαμός θα γίνει, χαμός. Σας περιμένουμε.
Yes, this is what the power of the circle, and we wasn't sure that people from previous retreat will be here, but I'm happy that you are here, because this is the power of the circle, and this is happening after a retreat. But also you can choose. There are plenty of coaches and circles outside there, so find one and get yourself, like Vicky said yesterday. She was in a group call with coach. I think, Vicky, you shared it yesterday, and you said find circles and enter the circle, because this will help you grow and go deeper and feel the safety and the love. And especially when the coach is starting from a position full of love and willing to help, only results like this, like the ones we have with Vicky and the retreats we do together, only these results we see with the groups that we are having all over the world. So slowly we will wrap it up and close this session, but I'm sure that we will have another one, Vicky, with a new topic, and feel free to ask anything, even to Vicky's profile, or to MYND Retreats profile, even for the retreat. I put the link here to Morocco retreat, but if you have any question, really every week we have a community session with a different topic, and feel free to join. It's always for free, because we want to spread the message that you are not alone, and we are not 2, 3, 5, 10 people crazy. I've traveled the last years with around 4,000 people, and you can be sure that there are 4,000 people like this, like the one you just saw, Maria and Anna, loving each other, becoming a family from strangers. So we are 4,000 people already that we want to spread the light, spread the message, feel the love and the support. So you're not alone. Please join a circle and you will see the magic happen. Accountability is what we need, and help is what we need. Vicky Mu, thank you so much for today.
It was lovely to connect with you all. I've seen you all, and I see you, although I might have not heard every single one of you. I know you're here. Thank you for showing up. Thank yourselves for showing up and stretching out of your comfort zones tonight to listen to something different. Question those beliefs, bring them forward into 2026, even if it's that small little action step that we talked about. And I'm just really hoping that we can connect in Morocco, and just grow even more. Keep growing, guys. Keep getting yourselves into rooms where there is growth, where people can see you for who you really are, for that beautiful soul. Allow yourselves to keep growing. Have a beautiful evening. And thank you for coming to tonight's event. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Lovely meeting you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vicky, Marietta. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.